Hello everybody, James Monty here, bringing you another Battlefield 3 gameplay. And right now I am breaking one of my own rules of the Battlefield. And that is getting into a vehicle with a stranger. Yes, not only is it a good rule for your kids, it's a good rule on the Battlefield. But my luck was with me today, and I actually got in with somebody who was a pretty good pilot. We're mowing people down. Everything's going good. So maybe it's not so bad jumping into a random vehicle every once in a while, because this guy's wheeling this thing pretty good. Not a bad pilot. And wish I could say the same for everybody else. But unfortunately, I believe that was probably deliberate. Gotta hate that when that happened. Oh, it's frustrating. So today, this particular gameplay, we're playing some Conquest on the island here, and a couple people with me. I've been talking earlier, before this recorded about a week ago, been talking earlier that week with Mr. DCRU Ampact and DCRU Swordsman about jumping in and maybe playing some Battlefield, because now I have my own server. They kind of like the idea of testing out the patch, number one, and checking out the whole new server thing. And I really appreciated this coming out. We had fun. We ended up getting a couple matches in before their hacky started. Yeah, I don't get it, you know, freaking ice sticks, puck, whatever. Anyway, as I've already alluded to, this is on my server. Right now we were playing a mix that day that I came up specifically for this gameplay session of a mix of TDM, Conquest, and Rush. And really nice mix. The only problem is you can't get the server to fill up when you're running a playlist like this. It just hasn't. Every time I set it to this playlist, I get on a couple hours later, server's empty. Now, I throw over my TDM mix, 200 ticket, 6 map rotation. It's full every day. You throw in a 500 ticket TDM nose hair canal, full. Can't even get in my own server. Well, I can, because it's my server. But you know what I mean. It is ridiculous. Why don't people like playing just regular games anymore? And as many people have alluded to, it's hard. It's real hard sometimes to just find a just regular old match. Even some of the more, what to be the word for it, not so bad playlists where they're running maybe 200 ticket and a mix of 7, 8 maps, 2, 3 maps, whatever. The big majority of them out there seem to want to run 500 tickets, 1 map, 24/7, 1200 ticket Conquest on Metro. Terrible. I actually got into one of those today. That's pretty bad. But what are you going to do? Try to stay out of them. I try to run a nice mix on my server. So if anybody wants to come play on a decent server, James Monty 2003 on Xbox 360. Now, as far as other things with the patch goes, like a lot of people, I've been struggling a little bit with, finding what's going to work with the new, buffs and nerfs and changes and stuff with all the weapons, and try to settle in back into a groove of playing, because it seemed like before I could pretty much, take my pick of about 3 or 4 weapons that I like, jump out there, do good, just as good with any of them. Now, most of those guns have changed enough that a couple of them I just haven't been able to find, the right combination that works with them. The M16, M4, A1, those are still solid. They didn't really change much on those. The AN91 here, I seem to settle in really nice with a heavy barrel and a front grip. The AEK, still good. My preference before was, of course, front grip silencer, and that was with just about anything. But, I've kind of settled in front grip, heavy barrel, or, underslung rail, or bipod. Few guns were a little trickier. F2000 just eluded me for... I was trying just about every combination I could. Couldn't get it to work. I mean, I had 890-something kills with it before the patch. I really wanted to get to that 1,000 plateau because I was I don't know, something about nice big round numbers that I like to get to on a gun before I kind of move on to something else. And finally settled in. Front grip suppressor seemed to help out. Now, so far, my favorite gun, and it was one that I didn't really use much before the patch, it's got to be the AK-74M. My goodness, it's a whether you're running a underslung attachment or running the front grip on it with the heavy barrel, the gun is a beast. It does really good damage. Has range for days. Just with Cobra sight on it, it's amazing. I still surprise myself sometimes some of the long distance shots I've got, and I really plan on probably recording a little bit tonight or tomorrow, and I'll put that up for you and just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about. But it is a very, very good gun. I know a lot of people are using it. I was kind of skeptical because most of the guns that are popular and people like to use, I typically for some reason don't work out too well for me. But that one was great. Really, really nice combination on that gun. Of course, the M26 Dart underslung attachment with the heavy barrel on an assault rifle is ridiculous. I just feel dirty using it, but I don't have a problem with being dirty, so zing! No, just kidding. It's kind of cheap, and I have stopped using it. It's, oh my god. I will just leave it at that. I don't want to bring too much attention to it. Engineer side, M4A1 and this AN91 seem to be just about the only thing I really can use, and I've tried everything. The Scar is great. Scar is really good. I just can't use it. I don't know, there's just something about the way the gun works. I mean, if you can get it on target, man, it is great. I just have a hard time getting it on target within those the 20-round magazine that you have. Support RPK. Oh, RPK with the extended mags on it it's a game changer for that gun. It's not too wild. You know, it's one of the lower damage light machine guns out of any of them. But my goodness, with that 200 round capacity and the quick magazine change on it, it is a great gun now. Really good on a bipod. There's several maps that I know I can't, but oh well. Now, before I get too long, here's some bonus clips of the night. I promised Bulldog I'd put this up. I'm sitting back, you know, I'm assault, so I really can't go after that tank, but then I notice, what the hell is he doing? Son of a gun just blew that thing up with the repair tool, and I'm sitting back laughing, and I remember, oh crap, I'm running the assault, I'm going to pick him up. So we're going to fast forward here a little bit, because we're still cracking up laughing that he got in there and you just destroyed it. So he was going to go for another one, so I'm trying to distract the tank. Pick this guy off with a lucky shot, and oh no, Bulldog's down chasing that tank. He's yelling at me, you son of a bitch, don't pick me up. But hey, I just can't help myself.